Hi Capricorn, welcome to your love reading for November 2022. This is going to be for exes, couples and singles, and confirmation. Let's go ahead and begin. Okay Capricorn, let's go ahead and see what's going on with your ex for the month of November. Capricorn and their ex for November 2022, and this is for Capricorn Sun, Moon, and Rising. Capricorn and their ex for November 2022. Capricorn and their ex for November 2022. Capricorn and their ex for November 2022. What's going on with Capricorn and their ex for November 2022? What's going on between Capricorn and their ex for November 2022? Capricorn and their ex for November 2022. 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 What does Capricorn need to know about their ex for the month of November 2022? What does Capricorn most need to hear about their ex for November 2022? Capricorn and their ex for the month of November 2022. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull the cards. First card that you have, Capricorn, is Knight of Wands, the Chariot, Knight of Cups, the Hierophant, Three of Wands, the Fool, Three of Pentacles, the Sun, and King of Swords. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what your message is. If you would like to get a private reading with me, just go to my website, channeledguidance.com, and I'll place a link down below. Okay, so for those of you where you want to reconnect with an ex, you want to know if you're going to reconcile, you want to know if they're going to call, is anything going to change in your situation? You do have some really interesting things here. You have the Knight of Wands and you have the Knight of Cups and the Chariot in the middle here. So this whole row here is telling you that there is change, significant change around the situation with your ex, and this is all positive change. Yeah, we have the Chariot. Let's just start here. The Chariot can represent the sign of Cancer. There's big changes around you and your ex, but more important, there's movement. For some of you, you have been waiting. In the heart of the reading, you have the Three of Wands. This has all been about things falling into place. For some of you, maybe you needed your time apart for whatever reason, or there could be maybe a reason that you don't understand, that maybe this relationship had to end temporarily because there was something that was going on behind the scenes. But I see this entire row is telling me there is change. You also have the Hierophant, which you definitely want to see when you're doing the X spread, because this is telling you that this is a significant soulmate that was in your life. The Hierophant represents the sign of Taurus, but he's telling you that you feel guided to this person. You feel that you belong with them. This also is telling you there's a very spiritual, deep connection between you and this person. You've been waiting for the perfect timing. You've been waiting for things to fall into place. You also have the Sun here, the most positive card in the deck, and this is telling you there is success should you attempt to work on this relationship. We have the Three of Pentacles. Any attempts to heal a relationship with an ex, to reconcile, that is, if you truly belong together, you will succeed. The Three of Pentacles, like, there is some type of effort. It could be a phone call, an email, text message. Maybe they want to talk. You have the Sun telling you that November is the perfect time to talk to an ex. This is happiness, love, marriage. This can be with an air sign. You have the King of Swords, so this would be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This can also represent, if your person is not an air sign, this is someone who's very logical, rational, and doesn't like to deal with emotions. So you have this message here of in November, there is a lot of change lined up with an ex. You have the Fool, major arcana of new beginnings. This is telling you if you're willing to take a risk, with an ex where things ended and you've been waiting. Because we have this card of waiting in the heart of the reading, you may have been waiting for a long period of time for something to change. This is the time where, there can be that big change in your relationship and you can finally have happiness and love. Okay, let me get a few more to get the rest of the message. You have the Strength card, Six of Wands, and Six of Cups. Yeah, so, you definitely want to see a Six of Cups in a reading about an ex because this is the past. You're revisiting the past in November. You're encountering the past. Like some of you can be meeting up with your ex. You could be bumping into them. They could be calling you. You're very much focusing on the past. You also have the Six of Wands here telling you that there is victory here. This is you beating any obstacles that were keeping you apart. You also have the Strength card, which is the sign of Leo. This is just telling you be patient. For some of you, you have some things to work out. But this really feels like this is a time for change. If you belong together, and that's what the Hierophant is saying here, then you're going to have that new beginning. Just remember to be patient. This also is about kind of keeping your ego in check. Okay, let me get a few from the confirmation deck, and then we will move on to the couple spread and then the letters. What else does Capricorn need to hear about their ex for November 2022? What does Capricorn most need to hear about their ex for November? What does Capricorn most need to hear about their ex for November 2022? What does Capricorn most need to hear about their ex for November 2022? Okay, we have Four of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Moon. Yeah, so what I'm seeing here is someone that very much still wants, to have this relationship, to be with this person. You have the Empress, which represents the sign of Aries. But this also is a card of marriage. For some of you, maybe that is where you wanted your relationship to be. But this is true love. This is marriage, children, feeling like, this is the person for you. And we have this next to the Hierophant. So for some of you, you have a very powerful connection with your ex. You also have the Six of Cups here, telling me that you're revisiting the past when it comes to November. And there have been a lot of powerful readings on YouTube for the month of November for all signs. So this is like a big breakthrough moment. And for you, like this is your chance to be with the one that you feel you belong with, someone that you consider the perfect person. You have the perfect relationship with them. And I see you still wanting to hold on to this person. And I do think you're getting that chance in the month of November. You also have the Moon, which represents a sign of Pisces. Yeah, for some of you, like there is fear. There's fear, there's confusion. Let me get a confirmation card to see what's behind this, because you don't really have any negative cards here. None of them. Like there's nothing here. Let me see what's behind the Moon. Why has the Moon come up for the sign of Capricorn? Page of Cups. Why has the Moon come up for the sign of Capricorn? The World. Let me get one more. Why has the Moon come up for the sign of Capricorn? The Ace of Swords. So it's interesting that, the Moon sometimes can be challenging because it's a very emotional card. Sometimes it can represent deceit, self-deceit, confusion. And even the cards that I pulled for you are not difficult cards. For some of you, you could be kind of worried about the next chapter in your relationship, really kind of opening up, perhaps about, what happened between you. The Page of Cups is really opening your heart to someone, pouring out your heart, rekindling a connection, and really, we have the Ace of Swords, clarity. So some of you, you may not know with the Moon and the Ace of Swords, you may not know what happened in your relationship. You may not know why this person chose to leave, or you may feel like there's something else going on. The Ace of Swords tells me that some of you could be finding out the truth, why they really left, or what was really on their mind. This is, kind of truth, having the complete truth and a clear understanding of what happened. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the couple spread. Okay, Capricorn, let's see what's going on for those of you that are in a relationship or you're married. You're single. Exes can also use this spread for more information. I'm finding that all the readings really connect, even if you were watching the X spread. Okay, what does Capricorn most need to hear about their love life? What does Capricorn most need to hear about their love life? What does Capricorn most need to hear about their love life? What does Capricorn most need to hear about their love life? What does Capricorn most need to hear about their love life? What does Capricorn most need to hear about their love life? What does Capricorn most need to hear about their love life? What does Capricorn most need to hear about their love life? What does Capricorn most need to hear about their love life? What does Capricorn most need to hear about their love life? What does Capricorn most need to hear about their love life? Okay, so let's go ahead and pull the cards. You have Knight of Pentacles, the Moon. This card also came up in the X spread. Seven of Swords, Four of Swords, Nine of Swords, the Hermit, King of Swords, the Empress. King of Swords and the Empress were also in the X spread. And then we have Five of Pentacles. Okay, so again, this is for those of you where you're dating, you're married, or you're single and you want to know if you're going to be meeting somebody new in the month of November. Now, if you're wanting to meet somebody new, you do have the King of Swords, so Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female. You also have the Empress, which is a really powerful card of love. This can represent marriage. This could be the person you're going to spend the rest of your life with. So that is pretty significant for the month of November. Now, if you're in a relationship, if you're married, if you're struggling and you want to know how is this going to end? Are things going to get better? Yeah, I mean, I definitely see a lot of struggles here. The X spread was like pretty easy and it was just like smooth sailing, like you're meant to be together. But I'm seeing something different here for those of you where you're already together, but you're struggling. Now, this combination here, this tells me now that there is some deceit going on in the relationship. I mean, both of these cards are red flag. You kind of seeing them together. The Moon can represent the sign of Pisces. The Moon and the Seven of Swords, like there is some type of, kind of lying going on in the relationship. It doesn't have to be cheating. It could be that you're just not on the same page. If this is someone that you recently got together with or someone that that you kind of see certain behavior, you want to take things slow. You have the Knight of Pentacles here. If this is someone that has cheated in the past, you may want to really kind of look very carefully to see what this person is doing. Yeah, I just can get an odd feeling from this row here. There is a message of, of deceit. There could also be something for some of you that you don't want to see about this person, perhaps because you view them as the perfect partner for you. This is someone that you're very much in love with. Can be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or it could also just be someone who's very emotionally detached and doesn't like to deal with emotions. Whatever that is, we have the Five of Pentacles here, which tells me that you've been suffering. There's been, kind of maybe time apart from this person because you have the Five of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. For some of you, there has been time apart or there's going to be time apart. This can also just represent feeling lonely, unhappy. You may feel like you're not connecting the way that you used to. And it does seem, the more that I talk, some of you are really kind of fearing the worst. Nine of Swords. You're fearing that you're losing this person. Again, you view this person as the one. For some of you, there is a lot of fear as far as keeping the relationship. And you have two cards here telling you that you really need to think about this very carefully. Is this the person that you truly want to be with? So if the cards are telling you that, that means that there's an issue. There could be a better option for you, or it could be that this person is just not being honest. They're not being honest about something. This could represent the sign of Virgo, but this is telling you, the Hermit is telling you that you really need to dig deep. Like, why is it you want to be with this person? Is it because you really love them, or is it for other reasons? Maybe because you've been together for a long time. There is a lot of thinking that needs to happen here, but also some of you may need some time apart, a time out, to really figure out what you're going to do. Let me get a few more. You have the Lovers, the Page of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. Okay, so again, you're together, you want things to work out. The Lovers can represent the sign of Gemini, but this is telling me that this is really kind of echoing what we just saw with the Empress, and this is a powerful combination of a very deep love. This is the person you want to grow old with, especially the Empress. The Lovers is telling me that you want this relationship no matter what. You feel this is a fated relationship. This is the person that you want regardless. But once again, the cards are saying, look carefully. And it's either telling you look carefully because there's something that this person's not being honest about, or it's asking you to be careful that there's something you don't want to look at. It's one of those. It's a general reading, so I try to go over all possible scenarios because you don't want to end up here. This is being brokenhearted, but it's also the breakup card. Yeah, for some of you, there's a loud message that there's either something this person is not telling you, or there's something you don't want to see about the relationship. Let me get some cards from the confirmation deck. What else does Capricorn need to hear about their love life? And for some of you, you may be dealing with someone that is very convincing. Someone maybe that you want to trust, but you want to make sure that what they're telling you is the truth, considering the cards that you have. What else does Capricorn need to hear about their love life in November 2022? What else does Capricorn need to hear about their love life for November 2022? Okay, let's see what comes up for you. You've got 8 of Wands, the Wheel, and 2 of Swords. Yeah, so the message here with these 3 cards that I just pulled is that, there is change here. You've got the 8 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. There is very positive change for some of you. You may need to just kind of look at the relationship. Maybe there's been, kind of lying. Maybe there's something you don't want to see about the person. For everyone, maybe the relationship is not meant to end. There can be, perhaps there has been lying in the past, because now you've got the 2 of Swords and all of this, telling me that there's a very difficult decision that has to be made. Yeah, there's just something, kind of weird here for the sign of Capricorn, where you may have to make a decision whether you're going to stay with someone that you love very much and you want to spend the rest of your life with this person, but there is some red flag around them, like they're lying, maybe you've caught them cheating, they haven't been honest about something, this person has, really made you suffer. There is a difficult decision here with the 2 of Swords. There is positive change here. For some of you, it can be that you can work things out. Let me get a confirmation card for the 2 of Swords. Why is the 2 of Swords here for the sign of Capricorn? For those who are already in a relationship. Yeah, there can still be that spark. You can get that spark back. You've got Page of Cups, which is rekindling a relationship and being as close as you used to be. Why is the 2 of Swords here for Capricorn couples? You have the High Priestess telling you you're going to have to trust your intuition here, because you've got a tricky decision to make. For some of you, there can be, unexpected changes. That wheel could turn where, you've been in a really dark place and you can be in a really positive place. But it really seems that you could be making a very crucial decision in the month of November. So we have the Empress again. Remember, we already have the Empress right here. Now, this tells me that for some of you, this can be, the person that you're meant to be with. No relationship is perfect. So some of you, you're really going to have to work on this for the month of November. Yeah, I mean, because this is the perfect relationship, and what is going on over here, that is definitely not perfect. But you do have this message here with these two cards that there can be positive change. But first, you guys need to look at something that you've been running away from. Perhaps there's been, some lies that have been going on, or someone's behavior you've been trying to ignore, something that has you worrying as far as, is this the end? Someone has made you suffer. There's a need to look at all of this in the month of November, and then you can kind of move on to slightly better energy. There's, positive change with the Wheel of Fortune. Things can change for the better. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the letters. Okay, Capricorn, let's see what other messages come up for you from the letters. What does the sign of Capricorn most need to hear about their love life for the month of November 2022? This could be your person's first name, middle name, last name, or even your name. Let me just turn all these over. Once I turn them over, I'll move my hand out of the way, and you can screenshot this part of the video. You can pause it to see what messages you see here. First name, middle name, last name, or even your name. It can also be a person, zodiac sign, or anything that an employer, a pet name, anything that means something personal to you. There you go. You can pause the video. Screenshot, what do you see in here? Now, I always try to take a look to see like what names kind of get my attention. Here it's Carl. I don't think I've ever seen the name Carl with the letters, but there it is. Yeah, I also see part, and sometimes you just see part of a name. You may be missing 1 or 2 or 3 letters. Let's see. That's not the letter I meant to get. We kind of have a long name here that seems, we almost have all the letters. We're just missing 1, which is interesting out of this really long name. You have Elizabeth without the H. Let me see here. Yeah, no H, but there is a name. Okay, let's see what else we have. We also have a zodiac sign. We have Leo, which has come up a few times. We have Leo. Let's see what other names we have here. We have, let's see, there's no N here. I have the name Reba, so this can be also Rebecca. We have Cleo. We have Brian. I don't think there's an N in here. Let me see. There's no N, but like I said, oops, sorry, I got the wrong letter there. There can be a couple of letters missing. There's the I. Okay, so I think I'll go ahead and leave it there. Capricorn, like I said, take a look. Don't always look for a first name. It can just be just the initials, or even your name. That's usually a powerful sign that something that I said in the reading was just for you. Okay, Capricorn, this has been your love reading for November 2022. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you again next month.